Hey y'all, this is AL. Thank Madame. I know y'all tired of seeing me, but I want to at least throw up one more video for today. Cause I gotta tell y'all about what happened. Yesterday, my job tried me. They really was trying me. Let me woo saw because like I really like that's the only reason why I didn't upload yesterday. I was like, I'm not even gonna watch the show because I'm not even in the right headspace. So I had to meditate. Y'all took me a good nap and everything because I was just like, I don't want to come before y'all and give off bad energy and all that stuff. But yeah, let me situate myself and come back and tell y'all what happened today. All right, so I said today, but I meant yesterday. So yesterday I went to work. Yesterday was my Tuesday of the week, right? Um, I already knew ahead of time that I was gonna be in the most hated department, so I was already prepared for that. Y'all, soon as I walked in the door, foolishness, foolishness. I was just like, you know what? I can't tell y'all the details because it pretty much tells y'all what I'm doing and where I work and all that stuff. It's just too much. After I'm done, long gone, and have left that place, I'll tell y'all about it. But just know, y'all know it. That's all I'm gonna say is y'all know exactly where I work. Anyway, so I was tired. Like when I tell y'all foolishness, y'all. As soon as I realized what was happening, I was like, all right now, y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all doing the most already. I hadn't even put my stuff down. I hadn't even gotten myself prepared to do what I needed to even like typically do. Like I have a whole system of what I do. Child, I was like, okay, let me try to compose myself. So the person that I was partnered up with was not my partner, which is fine, do what you do. But if it hadn't been for her, I would have walked up out of there. That's all I'm gonna say. I was so tired of my spirit. I was like, y'all really are trying me today. Like I already knew y'all was gonna continue to try me. And like when it comes to that department, 99% of the time, the world got to end for them not to change the schedule if the schedule initially says that I'm gonna be working in that department. So I already knew at least 2 days this week I was gonna be over there. So my first 2 days back, I was in the most hated department. Okay, cool, whatever. Child. So after we got that situation handled, because I'm trying to tell you, if it wasn't for her, I would have walked up out of there. I was like, okay. Random stuff kept popping off. I had to keep communicating with people to let them know about issues that were happening that were out of my control. And I was doing it in a timely fashion, doing everything I was supposed to do. Cool. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And it's like ever since I walked in the door and that first situation happened, it just kept, to me, I felt like I was behind. Even though I wasn't, I was barely keeping up. But I was on it. I was barely keeping up though. And I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. It made me feel like I'm crazy. So yeah, y'all, the day going on, y'all, I was just so like over it. So then like I get my stuff situated and I noticed that it's been a while. So I'm like, well dang, when's she gonna do her part? Because since she's newer, at least to my department, she's been there before me, working at that job before me, but she's new to, doing the job. Newer. Um, she's supposed to do paperwork. There's paperwork that we do in all of our departments before we really start for the day. And so then I was like, okay, so when you gonna do, the paperwork? She was like, I'm gonna let you do it today. And like she laughed. And I said to myself, ma'am, you should have handed me this paper as soon as I walked up here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I know I'm in that department, I'm not going to the meeting. I'm not going because I already know I'm not necessarily in for no foolishness per se, but I'm like, no, I need my moment to meditate and pray before I even go up these steps because I already know I could be facing anything when I go up there. So I take my time. I go retrieve everything I need in order for me to work and put my other stuff up, my personal effects, do all of that, and then I go upstairs. And then typically they don't even be talking about nothing. So it's like, why would I even go when y'all ain't gonna say nothing? Like, no, I'm not finna sit up there and do all of that. No, I'm gonna get here and then I'm gonna get out of my car. I'm gonna walk and do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna do. Look, I'm not doing all of this extra stuff. So anyway, Now I'm kind of upset. And then like the person who has to come and get the paperwork is waiting. And I'm cool with him, but he don't like her. He don't like this woman. It's an older lady too. And like she like 50 something, but she looks like 70 something or 80 something. But anyway, um, but he can't stand her. So then while I was doing the paperwork, he was like, does she work up here now or something? No, he asked me like, does she still work in the same capacity in which she was before she was? I was like, no, no, no. She put in a bid and she got the job up here, so she's been up here for a while. He was like, oh, okay. But yeah, later on I found out he don't like her. Y'all, I was so tired of my spirit that when somebody came and relieved me so I can go on my first break, I saw my partner. They had put him in our department, but they had him working with somebody else. So right when I was about to go downstairs, I saw him. Like he just so happened to be like right there. So I didn't have to like go and find him, and he didn't have to like kind of track me down or whatever. Because sometimes he'll come, like lately he's been coming and kind of like tracking me down and venting because they have been trying us collectively. Child, I spent the whole first half of my break talking to him because they really be trying it. And I was just like, okay, so where are you now? Because the last 2 days we've been plotting. Because we was like, we saw the schedule. The schedule has been the same. Sunday, they're gonna try us. Well, I know they definitely gonna try me, but he was like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I felt like he was gonna be okay because before yesterday, they had it on the schedule where he was gonna be paired up with this lazy heifer who don't do nothing, and it just make it seem like everything is just not going the way it need to go. And so he was like, "Yeah, I'm about at like when I left, I was at 98% that I'm not coming Sunday." And so I was like, "Okay, where you at now? You should be good now. Like you gonna come now because they had it where they changed the department and said that that girl was gonna be in the side heifers department, and that the side heifer volunteered to come in for half the shift, and then this other woman volunteered to come in for the last half of the shift and work with him. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm at 100%." I was like, "100% of what? You actually gonna come to work now?" He was like, "No, I'm still not coming." I said, "What you? Why?" I was like, "Why? Why you not coming to work now? Like you gonna be all right? You ain't gonna have to work with her." He was like, "Man, I." Mm-mm. He said he don't trust it because he might come in and then they completely switch it up on him and all this. I was like, look, y'all, it's so bad that what day was it? Friday when I came in. Friday is my Monday. Thursday is his Friday. So we just so happened to be on break at the same time on Friday. And we was both looking at the schedule. I said, you see this foolishness? And so like I pointed directly to today's date. I said, you see this foolishness? I said, now you see they got you right here and they got me right here. I already know what they're gonna do. Like y'all, I'm so sick and tired. Like, okay, there's a certain procedure that we do in like certain departments. Um the side heifers department, they do this once a week or once every other week or whatever. I haven't done it um since last month. I did it once last month. Then I ain't have to do it no more since like November maybe because I've been lucky enough to be at a certain part on the rotation list and because people hadn't been showing up so they've been needing me to be in my department. So I have been lucking up in that way. But yeah, they was gonna pull me when it was time for certain things to pop off for me to do the most hated job up in there. And I'm just like, I don't want to do that. And the people that were gonna be there that are supposed to help, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Like the gist of it all is that if I would have gone in today, I would have basically been doing 3 to 5 times the amount of work that I should do. And I'm not getting paid 3 to 5 times the amount. So it's like, I can afford to miss one day. I legit had to take a mental health day because at first I was just like, yeah, I ain't coming. And then like I was like, look, we need to plan this out. Like, are you coming to work or not? And so I told him, I was like, I'm coming to you tomorrow and I'm gonna ask you. So I asked him yesterday and he was like, oh, I'm not coming. He was like, she probably gonna be texting me and gonna be mad because she done volunteered to come into work and I ain't coming. And they gonna have to figure out who gonna be with her, if they have enough people. If they don't have enough people, oh well, because I'm not coming and he ain't coming. Child, I don't care. Like, they have tried us before. They've tried me and somebody else before, where none of them showed up. And only my department, Hallelujah, was the only department that they could run, because they literally did not have the bodies. They did not have anybody. We need to have at least 2 people in each department. At least 2 people. So it was sad. It was bad and it was sad, and all at the same time. So I'm like, y'all will be all right. Y'all will figure it out. I don't care, because I'm not coming. Y'all are not finna work. They worked the mule out of me yesterday, y'all. I promise y'all, I couldn't get up. Okay, I gotta take my glass off. Tell y'all, I was so tired of my spirit yesterday after I was tried. As soon as I walked in the door, I was tried. Then stuff in that department that I can't stand was trying me all day. That was out of my control. It was just so frustrating. And then you calling people who's supposed to do certain things, they ain't doing what they supposed to do. And it's like, this is supposed to be teamwork. Don't nobody have time for this. Don't be trying to kill me and then want to look at me sideways like, okay, why this ain't doing what it need to do? I can't do my job if y'all don't come and do y'all job. It is what it is. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Child, I was so tired of my spirit. I was so tired of my spirit that, like I already said, on my first break, I spent the first half of my break talking to my partner. Y'all, I didn't realize how mad I was until the guy who had been waiting earlier came up the stairs, and he just wanted to see if we were okay, with everything that we needed done for our paperwork. And he just walked and just came and stood next to me while I was talking to my partner. Like, I was like, I know him. I don't care. I'm going to keep talking. I know it ain't no supervisor. And even if it is, depending on who the supervisor is, I'm going to still say what I'm saying. I'm still going to say what I said. So anyway, so I was really going on. I didn't even realize how mad I was, because it's like, I was explaining to him, my partner, what I'd already told him. Because I had told him, I was like, man, I came into some foolishness. I don't even know what to put on the paperwork for real. And I just told him to be on the lookout, because I might have to call him and tell him to switch up some stuff, because it's just so much chaos. Y'all, I'm about to get frustrated thinking about it. Anyway, he already knew the situation, but the way I was explaining to him, it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. It don't even make no sense. He was like, are you all right? Like, for him him of all people to ask me if I'm all right, I didn't realize. That's how angry I was in that moment. That's how annoyed and frustrated I was in that moment. I think that's the word I needed to use in that moment. I was so frustrated. I didn't realize how frustrated I was until he asked me, was I all right? And so he was like, well, if you want to slap, he was like, don't slap nobody. I was like, I ain't gonna slap nobody. He was like, well, if you do want to slap somebody, he told me to wait until Monday and slap the side heifer. Now, y'all know that my partner is cousins through marriage with the side heifer. So I was like, why would I slap her? He was like, well, I don't like her. So I was like, well, she ain't done nothing to me, so I don't have no reason to slap her. He was like, man, if you want to slap somebody, slap her. I don't like her. I said what I said. I was like, almost nobody likes her. It's so hilarious. It's crazy. Anyway, child, that's not the end of it, right? I go on my lunch break. Like, I wasn't able to enjoy any of my breaks. Like, I was just sitting there like if nothing else, I like to window shop or watch a show. Like, I have several shows I was trying to watch Snowfall. I got mad. I said, nope, let me cut this off. Like, I've been trying to watch Snowfall for the last week, y'all. 2 episodes that came out. I've been trying to watch them. You just came back. I've been trying to watch them 2 episodes all week. So I was like, oh, let me watch this episode now. Child, please. I turned it off on my lunch break. I was like, man, I can't even concentrate. I'm not going to be able to enjoy it. Let me just watch when I get home. Still ain't watched it. I only watched like the first 5 minutes, child. So anyway, get to my last break. And I said to myself, because I had been talking to my friend the whole time too. My friend who I told y'all, I went over to her house Friday morning, and she had cooked breakfast for myself and her boyfriend who's in town. And so I'm talking to her, and she was like, well, how you doing or whatever? And I told her, I mean, whatever. And I told her just everything that was going on, because she's worked there before, so she already know. And I told her, I was like, I will be calling out, And I told her straight up, I said, I'm calling out before I leave. Before I leave off the premises, I'm calling out. And so she was like, are you serious? Was it that bad? I'm like, yes. Like, you don't understand. Like, and I told her bits and pieces, and I told her, I was like, I'm going to tell you. I still ain't even told her the details because I told her I need to be calm because it's going to raise my blood pressure if I, start even talking about it in that moment, because it was just too much that had popped off. And I'm just like, y'all really tried to try me today. Like, y'all really was trying me. Y'all was really trying to test my gangster. Like, for real. So it had just gotten to a point where I'm telling her, I'm calling out before I leave, y'all. I went on my last break. I had 2 minutes left on my break and I called out. Now, the way that we do call outs, it's not you getting on a phone. They have a system that you call out on that's on the internet. So we go on the website and you have to do it. And I put in all my information and all this stuff. And I politely called out. And I screenshot it just in case they try to try me, because as of late, they've been trying people, trying to say, oh, well, you didn't call out. And people are like, I did though. And they've had to pull records and stuff and show. Now, for me, I really don't care because we get a certain amount of occurrences. I already expect to get an occurrence for me not being there today, which is fine. But I don't want y'all to sit up there and say that I was a no call, no show, which I think it ends up making it 2 occurrences or something like that. And I'm like, don't be adding nothing on there. I think last year I got 2 occurrences because it was literally sheets of ice on the street and I was not going to be able to get there. So I literally couldn't come to work, but I was not in the right mental space to go to work today and I didn't go. And I dared somebody to call my phone and try to be like, oh, we need you. Don't y'all better not, even right now, y'all better not even call me. Ain't no reason to call. Don't call me. I don't care what kind of a bind y'all in. They put me all the way through last month. Y'all, that check was nice. That 1 week where they worked me 7 days straight, well, really 2 weeks straight, pretty much. But that was a nice check. But I did the most. They put me all the way through. I was so tired of my spirit. I was like, nope, y'all doing too much. Everybody need to come back, or y'all need to find y'all some more new people to get up in here and work, because y'all ain't finna work the view out of me because everybody ain't showing up. I ain't got time for that. That's not how you cannot burn me out and expect me to want to come up in here all the time. I'm tired. Eyes tired, boss. We's not finna do that. So y'all, I done called out, right? Then I go back for the last 30 minutes of my day because they made it so that none of us are supposed to go on break the last 30 minutes of the day. Child, some foolishness popped off. I ain't gonna get into that until like long after I'm gone from this job. But yeah, that used to be how I did. I used to plan my breaks on purpose so that, especially if I was child, anyway, I would not be up there the last 30 minutes of the day. And I planned it like that, unless I was with my partner, because he would forego like his last break. And because to me, he has seniority. So I was like, I'm gonna be respectful and I'm gonna just go to break like 30 minutes before he go. And that means I'm not gonna be able to go to break when I want to go to break with him. His break time is basically the same time that my break time was. So anyway, y'all, I'm so tired that it's time for me to go home, right? I done filled in the people who come behind me on what's going on, whatever. Y'all, why the fire alarm go off? Why? Why did the fire alarm go off? Okay, so on my shift, it's stupid, but this is what it is. When the fire alarm goes off, they have told us not to move, listen to the radios, and for instructions, announcements, listen, just see what they talking about. Because it could be a simple case of somebody hitting the fire alarm on accident, which has been the case in most of the situations that have happened at my job on the shift that I work, right? Child, why this had to be the day where it was a time where we really had to get out the building. First, second, and third of all, it's cold outside. Even though I had just submitted my call out 45 minutes prior, I was like, okay, let me go and start my car up. So right after I submitted that, I went and did my car. I started my car up because I was like, it's cold out here. on like that. And by the time I was gonna get back out there, my plan was, oh, okay, I can get in my car and it's still gonna be okay. I'm not gonna have to wait a couple of minutes for it to really warm up because it was really cold this morning. Fire alarm that went off. I had all my crap. Was about to walk from upstairs to go and put my crap up that I don't take with me because I don't like taking stuff from work that I know I'm gonna need at work. I'm just gonna leave it at work. Like, why would I do that? So I couldn't even go put my stuff up and retrieve my scarf. And I was just like, man, and it's crazy because as of late, I've been making sure to have my keys on me. So I have everything but my scarf on me, pretty much. But I'm like, I'm not finna haul all this crap with me and put it in my car. That's what I'm not finna do. So one of the supervisors came. I was like one of the last people to get out of the building because I thought that it was fake. And they've always told us to stay put until they say otherwise. So then they tell us after everybody else that got out the building that it's real. And I'm like, whatever. So one of the supervisors is speed walking because the most hated department is the furthest one back. So I got to walk all the way from the back of the building to the front of the building and go through the building. And in my mind, I was like, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go since I walked up in here. I wanted to go and throw my stuff up in the place where I house my items and politely walk out. But I said, I know as soon as I walk up in here, somebody going to have something smart to say and I'm be the win off. So let me not do it. So I didn't clock out. I walked outside and then I looked and I saw a couple of people from my shift. And I asked her, I asked one of the people, I said, are you staying over today? She was like, no, I left my keys inside. That's the only reason why I'm still in here. I ain't even clocked out. Like, I ain't have a chance to do nothing. She was trying to go home too. Like, we was tired in our spirit. Like, she was working in the same department, but in a different capacity. She was tired. Like, she be working. That girl works. So yeah. Y'all, they finally give us the go ahead so we can go back inside. Y'all, I'm trying to speed walk, but of course there's a mountain load of people who got to go inside. And I'm like, oh gosh, it wasn't as bad, but I was just like, child. So I did this number. I politely took my glasses off and I did like this, right? And I do that from time to time anyway. Like sometimes I'll really be on my break and that's what I'll do. I just take my glasses off, do that, and then just be in my phone, just scrolling or whatever. I did this, and then at some point I did like this and put them in my hand and I'm walking and I'm going to put my stuff up and I retrieve my scarf, put my scarf on. So then I walk back outside, get in the car because I started the car up again. I was like, nah, I want the car to be piping hot when I get in here because it's cold out here. Like I'm tired. Like everybody saw me when I walked outside and I scared somebody because I have a push to start. I have a remote start car. I have it where I have the option of doing remote start, and I'm only going to be doing that when I am, when it's cold. So yeah, I don't like doing all the other stuff. I don't like leaving my air and stuff on. I had a bad experience when I had my old car, my first car, let me put it like that. And I used to just leave my AC on and just cut my car on, right? I ended up tearing up a part on the car. It went out because of that. You're not supposed to do that. So I'm hopeful that with newer cars, you ain't got to worry about that. And yeah. So yeah, that's what happened with that situation. So for me, that's really the only thing that has saved me this whole winter, especially when we've had ice and all this other crap. Other people came outside, they chipping away at their car, literal ice on their car. And I'm looking like, I really wouldn't even know it was that bad outside until I see people chipping away at stuff on their car. I done went outside, my car is completely thawed out because I push started and had it going. Because I knew it was going to be cold, but I just didn't know it was going to do all of that. Child, anyway, I said all that to say this. Y'all, as soon as I got in my car, I looked straight ahead. I said, where my glasses at? Soon as I said, where my glasses at, it dawned on me that I sat up here, sat my glasses down where I house my stuff. I was like, man, y'all, I thought about it for a second. I said, Lord, please forgive me. Please help me so that I don't get stopped by nobody because they're going to see my license and it says that I wear glasses. Like, please don't let no deal come out. I'm not going back up in here. I'm not going back up in here, Lord. And I've never driven without my glasses before. Never. Never driven without contacts or glasses. Never. yesterday was that first time. I'm sorry I had to do it. I could not do it no more. I said, now, if it had been dark outside, I wouldn't have had no choice. But it was nice outside. Like, the sun was out. I could see clear enough because I'm blind. But I was like, Lord, please. And y'all, I have a package that I was supposed to pick up. I said, yeah, I'm not going to chance it because as soon as I try to chance it, something going to pop off. The Lord is probably going to allow me to get home unscathed. Let me just do that. Thank you, Lord. I got home. I was fine. Y'all, I was so tired my spirit that left my glasses at work. I said, man, I don't care. I go get them mugs Monday when I go back to work. I'm tired. Y'all done tore my nerves up for the week. I'm tired. I'm tired. And y'all not finna put me through the day. So whatever they gotta go through today, oh well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna have to deal with it Monday. That's all I know. That's all I'm glad about. Anyway, y'all, I'm glad to be off. I'm not gonna really do much of nothing today. I have a couple of shows I gotta watch. I gotta watch Snowfall. I gotta watch the last episode of Euphoria, I think. That new show that has the guy who plays on Claws as the high functioning brother or whatever his name. I don't know why I can't never think of his name in real life. I'm supposed to been watched that. It's been like 3 episodes of that. I've been wanting to watch that. Gotta watch that. I got like so many shows to watch. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. How has y'all day been so far? How has y'all's weekend been? Because I know everybody's schedule is not like mine. But yeah, how has everything been going for y'all? Whether it's been work or you just being out and about or doing whatever this weekend. How is the weather? It's freezing here. I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of wintertime. Y'all, I'm so serious. But anyway, let me digress because y'all know how I get. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's talk about this down in the comment section. Have y'all been tired like me? Bye.